sending them all night long. High volume, no restrictions, our campaigns are delivered, cost effective and smooth. Yeah, we're scaling up right, deliverability's on point. We're landing in the inboxes, sending emails by the millions, no slowing down. Newsletters, promotions, we're taking the crown. With a fixed rate plan, it's money we save, growing bigger every day. We ride the email wave. Whether it's 10 or a million, there's no limit here. Fire SMTP's in charge, the message is clear. It is a custom built on your domain. You in control, power is your hands. Authenticate and optimize, meet all demands. No limit emails is on fire. We're sending them all day and night long. High volume, no restrictions, our campaigns are running strong. Cost effective, the work is smooth. Yeah, we're firing up the SMT. Deliverability's on point, and on time we're landing in boxes. We stay reliable, no peaks gonna break our stride. Product launches, busy seasons, our systems never hide. Your message is our mission, with security tight. Encryption, SSL, keep your data in the vault. Scalable, flexible, for businesses that wants to grow. File SMTP takes you further than you know. Compliance and file enhancing the laws for all. We've got the tools to ensure you won't fall. From small to large, no matter your game, no limit emails. Fire SMTP will carry your name everywhere. With every send, your brand's seen by many. With no limit emails, we have no limits. No limit emails powered by Fire. It burns the spam folders. High volume, no restrictions, our campaigns. Cost effective and long run, yeah, it just works. Deliverability, no point. The support is on hand. No limit emails is on Fire. Unlimited, reliable, and ready to grow. Light up your emails, turn on a fire. We've got the power, with no limit emails is on Fire. You can achieve all your desires. Come and join us, we are family that truly care.
Welcome everyone. As usual, this is Evan, behalf of No Limit Emails team. Thank you for watching live or a replay. I do personally apologize. I had some technical issues, as well as my graphic card died on me, and as well as I didn't had no network for a while, and better late than never. But I did plan this to stream this about 10 o'clock this evening, and we will do it just right now. And hopefully you guys will catch up with replay, and as well as the file that I got it in description for you, to give you some ideas what we will be talking, why we are talking about really SMTP on the stream, especially for high volume email sending. And that being said, as usual, thank you everyone who's decided to join us. You made a great decision. We appreciate you. Please provide us your domain and add your domain to Cloudflare. Send us your login details, and we will do rest of the stuff, set everything up, and send you your login details. In this process, please provide us your correct login details and verify your email, the ones that you created a Cloudflare account with, and make sure you just switch off two-way authentication for this small period of time. After that, you can switch it back on. So for us to get in your basically Cloudflare and set the system up through the Cloudflare. We do not need your access to your cPanel. We don't need access to your own hosting. All you have to do is follow on-screen instruction from the Cloudflare, add your domain to the Cloudflare, change your domain DNS name servers from your domain host to the ones that Cloudflare gives you. When you've done that, literally all you have to do is then send us your login details, and we will log into that account you give us, and we will install the system, and when it's done you get your login details, and of course comes with everything including the SMTP, so you have no worries about getting in and processing your emails. And let's just expand on this. So hopefully this stream is recording and seems okay so far. I'm not dropping any frames, and so far so good. Fingers crossed, guys. And that being said, congratulations to all of you once more who's got your account lately. And I do appreciate you guys. I know I have spoken to some of you, and I'm still waiting to speak to some of you. Please reach out to me. Please reply to that email that we sent to you. And also sometimes even our email can go to the spam folder, guys. When we first time sending you emails, it's quite normal. So Google block everything or throw somewhere else. Just search for it at No Limit Emails or No Limit Emails with an S, not just No Limit Email, guys. Put the S in so you can find it. And of course, it comes from either me or my partner. And as me, Evan, my partner Thiago, is only these two people sends you email from No Limit Emails. Anything else you see in your inbox relating to No Limit Emails, please check them, because we do not send commercial emails. We do not promote anything to our members. And if somebody else try to do that, please let us know. As you all know, we living in the times. Everybody copies everybody, and so on and so forth. Just be aware of that. And that being said, welcome to the No Limit Email family, and let's fire you up with Fire SMTP. Alright, so this evening I have lined up a pretty interesting topic in here. I think I had quite a few questions about it, and I want to kind of answer these questions with an example, and also show you some comparisons, and as well as kind of let you kind of see what is possible with us, what's kind of possible uh, out there, and you can try anybody out there, like. So let's go ahead and crack in. First, high volume email always been problem. Second, having a good SMTP provider is totally essential, and there's not many of them out there, guys. And of course, the third is about reliability and guarantee of the service provider that deliver your messages, and lots of those stuff. Lots of the companies out there, it's pretty hard to get information out, as I personally was using them. But we are totally opposite. We reveal everything, we share everything, we don't hide anything, so you know exactly what happens, what goes on, and how things works. So the future of multiple, basically SMTP active services here, and we are doing that day in day out, guys. So as we are talking SMTP, let's get rid of this image here on my screen, and let's bring on our trusted Uncle Google. I'm also going to share myself in a room. Just 1 second. I try, but I think if I mute myself, maybe they're not going to hear me. Okay, 1 second. So let's get our Uncle Google up on the screen. First of all, let's check on Google. So on Google, basically, if you go and Google it, just put SMTP in and just hit enter. This is what you come across, as I just mentioned. First thing you'll see is like a Cloudflare. So we use Cloudflare ourselves, guys. We host things through Cloudflare. We personally rely on Cloudflare a lot, and we're really thankful for those people doing a great job at Cloudflare. So you can see SMTP is, as soon as you just put SMTP in Google and search for this, this is what you kind of come across. And pretty simple, guys. Hi Barbara, good to see you. I'm glad that you catch me up. And I do apologize, I'm a little bit late for yesterday's stream, but this was our plan. Unfortunately, I didn't had one, my laptop died on me, graphic card toasted. Two, I did not have a network at home. Three, I we had massive storms. Quite few places got kind of tree falling on cables. As you know, we live in a forest. As soon as that happened, for a few hours. Luckily, this time didn't last too long. 4 or 5 hours, we didn't have no internet, and they connected back us up, which is pretty awesome. I wasn't expected actually to get connected today, so it's been okay. I was at the beach this afternoon, tried to use the internet, so I did my emailing in the beach. Hopefully you guys are alright. I do feel for United States all hurricanes hitting them, and we've been kind of battered a little bit by, I think, like what is left over it. Yeah, that's not optimal, right? So is it my audio and everything work here, right? So we are good. Alright, so let's get crack on. Good to see you, by the way, Barb. I hope you're feeling good as well, and happy Sunday and Monday to you. So hopefully we will catch up with tomorrow's same schedule on normal, but really I was just lucky to actually get a internet back. So on continuum of the conversation about SMTP, and this stream is very interesting one. I have made a file and explain almost everything. And of course, I did copy lots of stuff from other places that they already said same thing, guys, just to save time and stuff, because I will just literally write same things. But I made a file, and that file should explain a little bit more than what we can't talk about in the live stream. But we will talk a little bit more about the stuff, obviously in the rooms, and as well as whenever question arises, I'll do my best to answer them with the knowledge, best knowledge that I could get. Might you share the 0 to the million, Joyce? You are again? Yeah. I mean, if you can, I try to share it. 1 second. Let me see if I can share my screen over there. But I don't know if I will be able to share my audio. So when I'm doing screen share, double screen share with OBS and audio, I think is creating echo. So I try. Let's screen share to the room with an audio. But if I am muted, I think you still can hear my screen share, right? Let's try. Alright, let's try. Let's try that. But doesn't allow me to share it. Why? Okay, now I can. So hopefully you can hear me on the zero room. Alright, I'm on there. So I'm not echoing. Yeah, on the zero room I'm sharing there. Oh right, you want URL? Sure. Yeah, 1 second, I'll give you the URL. No worries. No worries. So on the meet side, just put this in the end bar, you should be able to. So you just go to meet.com and then put that after the slash, you should get in. And if you want me to give you the whole URL, I can. 1 second. What's happened? Did you kick yourself out? Your servers went down? Alright, this is the URL. Hopefully either of them work. Yeah, I am. So, as you know, like really, I was a little bit disappointed because I could not go somewhere else to stream it in that hour. Everywhere else was very similar issues. Hopefully, you are in the room, right? All right, I can hear you. Welcome to the room. Uh, so, all right, I can hear you. But when because I'm sharing all my audio to the YouTube, so I will be hearing you. It's okay. If somebody's kind of like in YouTube watching us, not seeing Barbara, we are in the other room. And that being said, thank you so much once more. Happy morning and happy Sunday afternoon, evening, everywhere else. As you know, we are all over the places. So, hopefully, all audio works. But I don't know if my audio actually works in the room or not, as I have muted my mic over there. I'm sure if I open my mic, I will be echoing. Alright, okay, no worries. You set up your thing. I'll be here for a while for sure. So, um, as you know, like we went to Google, we just put SMTP in, and this is what come across. And of course, you can do this yourself and go find out more. And we will look some of those providers out there and comparison really what we do. So you can do this exact same search yourself and find out for yourself. And you will find out there is a lot there to find out, and also there's lots out there that really is kind of say something but they are something else. But this evening I will share you everything that I know according to my own research and according what we doing when it comes to SMTP stuff, guys. Hold it there and we will get going just a second. I'm just trying to see if I am okay to share my screen on the other side. Seems okay, everything's working. So I'm double screen sharing. I'm screen sharing from my desktop to the room and as well as from OBS to YouTube. So on one side I have to mute myself, unfortunately. One side we're recording. On the room I muted myself, but in the room, if you are there, please also mute yourself because I will be hearing you. So as you know, we are kind of live all the time, and some of the rooms are live all the time. So there's no issues on the rooms when we are sharing. And unfortunately, sometimes I do see issues with OBS on YouTube and so on and so forth. So, well, let's crack in with this. So, we know SMTP, according to what we read, is an important part of the email. Without it, really, it doesn't work. And in that file I shared, you can really dig it in a little bit deeper. Even I put it in kind of like what you call syntax language for it and all that kind of stuff. You can check that file out. So file is quite long and will be long stream if I mention everything in that file. But I just want to show you the surface kind of like information in here, what you could get and easily and access and read yourself. And as well as, let's go ahead and bring the other screen up, and then we look into some of this pricing and the differences and all that. So the file that I am, let's just bring this prepared browser on. So as you can see, I did this file in here, and you guys can check that out, and it's pretty quite long file, and you can check out and you will learn a lot more about SMTP for sure. So there's a lot more in this file than what I can talk to you, but as you can see in here, the actual kind of working diagram and everything else. But really what we interested is not technical side for you guys, but really like the functioning side of SMTP in order to understand a little bit. So in here you can see we have basically this kind of workflow or kind of network setup that every email requires. So you have basically mail sending agent, mail delivery agent, mail receiving agent in the UI like Gmail and Outlook, and also you have in the middle what we called mail transport agent, which is another word is SMTP. So is kind of really switchboard between emailer to emailer, and that's what it is. And it's still same as an old switchboard, and the reliance on SMTP is higher than ever. So and as always requires more, and also is very very limited to get in one of the ports. And that's why it's get expensive, complicated, and technical, and restrictive, and so on and so forth. So read this file. I'm sure you will pick up lots of stuff. And as you know, it's really if each one of this image itself or paragraph itself can be long talk and discussion. So I don't want to hold you long back. As you can see, I have kind of file this up for you guys. But here is the kind of really interesting part. I want you to absolutely take a notice of this. So if you notice in here, we have only few ports for email transport agents. So to get in one of the ports really is very difficult, and is very very restrictive, and also it literally is gated a lot. So that's why it's very very difficult to send really large amounts of emails any given time. So port 25, as you all know, is the first one and is the free one. Almost every one of us use just normal Gmail or Hotmail, most likely goes through port 25. And of course, for private SMTPs like us and some other companies that I'm going to share with you just a second, and our reliance on these ports are absolutely huge. And then that's where it gets expensive, that's where it gets restrictive, and that's why it gets becomes a specialist kind of thing that really, that's why everybody's not doing what we're doing. It's difficult, honestly. It's difficult to get licenses, it's difficult to be accepted, it's difficult to be even allowed to do the mass communication, unless you do many things right and have a proof that you really have no ill intentions. That's basically kind of falls down to. And also, you cannot hide if you had the ill intention and you said you wouldn't, and you cannot hide that. You get blacklisted on one of these ports, you done. So, to just also tells you, really, you have basically 4 or 5 doors to reach out to the whole world. And if you don't do it right, one of those ports are kind of ban you, you dust it. And it's literally, you cannot communicate through anything in the internet when it comes to really POP3 and SMTP, IMAP, and all this kind of stuff. So read this file, you will get a little bit more understanding what we were talking about, what's really entailing here, why is it necessary that SMTP have to be one of the core essentials to do the email, and that's why we built Fire SMTP, because we already knew it's really without it doesn't work. Email doesn't work, especially email with scale doesn't work. Email with scale of communication that you could transport email from A to B, it really doesn't work without really good structure and really legal structure and acceptance. Of course, you have to kind of spend the money, time, and well as have some connection to get in there. Basically, you have to prove that you have a good intention to do these things. That's basically in a nutshell what it requires. First, you gotta get a credibility in order to even be allowed in, and that's the difficulties of everybody's facing with. And of course, when it comes also things like records like SPF, DKIM, and DMARC, and more. Basically, there is more than 800 different records that you need applied to the emails, guys. It's not just this SPF, DKIM, or DMARC, you're good to go. No, it's literally, we passed from that, guys. Now it's like you have to have so many different records in place on your signature that basically, so the whole world know where it came from. And that's changing and becoming even harder and becoming more and more expensive to do this kind of things. So that's why we need solutions our own, and we need we need also play the game by the rule, improve the rule, and improve the laws in order for you to survive as well. So you just cannot really be it in it to just say, okay, I just want to talk the whole world. But really, we want to talk the whole world with a basically common sense and improve the systems and helps the systems if it's kind of needed help, and this is what we've been doing last few years. So let's have a look some just general pricing, and we will start always with our big dog, the Uncle Jeff Bezos. When you look on Amazon says, Amazon is priced wise, you can see it literally in here, and it goes crazy. So with even this prices, you can see will be so expensive for you to run a SMTP. Anything less than the price Amazon's kind of already standardized. But and luckily we don't have to comply with kind of what Amazon company set for themselves. So we can do different things in different ways. We don't have to be in obligated to the standard price Amazon set for right now, for example. So scalability is possible, but really the burn rate of the money becomes very, very expensive. And these are basically port monies, guys. Like literally every signal you send to one of these ports, this is what Amazon charge you for it. And any time that you receive something from one of those port, you also kind of being charged. Essentially, is a way of Amazon charging you both ways. So Amazon will charge the client that receiving it because they are in the Amazon ecosystem, and also Amazon will charge the clients that sending. You can see like both ways you're gonna get use of data and use one of these ports, and Amazon kind of know, and that's what they do. So the important part is, as you can see, some of the interesting asterisks point in here Amazon makes. You might include additional data transfer charges of using EC2. So this is kind of common thread in the industry, and this is common kind of charge they do, and of course we don't like that kind of stuff. So let's have a look at the tiers. As you can see, the Amazon tier can start per IP at just $20 per month. But as you can see, email sent per month, you can get up to the 10 million, 50 million, or even 100 million emails sent. To be honest, if you're sending 100 million emails, you will be paying Amazon about $1 million every month. So go ahead and do that. But in no limit emails, you don't have to pay $1 million a month to send 100 million emails, and that's the big difference. So as higher numbers goes, the price drops. But as you know, they also charge per email. As you can see, 7 cents, anything between 5 cents. Really, the 2 cents is massive, like 100 million, 200 million companies that send. And that's why some of the companies that we have, they were basically using Amazon. The price they pay $1 million and $500,000 a year, and comparison what they can do with SMTP, which is literally kind of doesn't get anywhere near 100,000 a year, even on big companies that we serve. So the whole idea is we are private, not public like these guys, and we can cut the cost and put that benefit basically to our user end and ourselves. So this is the Amazon. So let's have a look another one. And the other one that we can look is, you can also look this mailgun prices. Mailgun is keep changing, and they also kind of good SMTP but get expensive as time goes. So you can see if you're sending million emails, this is what you would pay. But there is lots of things in here. Obviously, you cannot do be very harmful to you if you send in emails without really email verification and list hygiene and all that kind of stuff. And also you've been added to the pools. of IPs that maybe somebody else used it before, so they don't know. This is one thing that you have to be aware of. And normally, when I go to this company, is it my IP is a shared IP and pool IP is a shared pool and all that kind of stuff. So be aware of that. So when if it's a shared IP, definitely don't go in. And that's why all this free counts type things, they put you on a shared IP and everybody else abuse it, and you get basically emails going spam. So do a little bit shopping, and you will find it's very very difficult to really get anything from these companies that going to serve you. And also when it comes to sport and all that kind of stuff, really they will tie you to the kind of things. And also one more thing I want to kind of show you in here once more, when it comes to, let's say you did a million and then you just passing a little bit, from basically 1000 emails they will charge you extra dollar. So if you want to send 2 million emails in that month, so your account is allowed a million. So after that, you gotta pay $1.10 in each email, which is like really will bankrupt you. So we will see like the true price of this is really really high, very very high, and that's why this communication entry price is so expensive, so kind of hard, because you have already have Amazon kind of taking a massive chunk of the space, right? And then you have bigger and bigger companies like this guys, and they exist long long time before we do, and they have established kind of like grounds. And for us, we don't really that part doesn't bother us at all, because we have nothing kind of really to worry about what this companies charge. So let's go ahead and have a look at another one. And another ones you can also look kind of Mailchimp. Mailchimp's also they decent. They are some of the companies that can allow you send a million email a month. And you can see in here once more, anything you pass your limits, and then they start charging you more. And also a little bit limited on your contact side, because that's all you can have in there, and this is all you can have there in the contact. So for example, they say you can send unlimited amount of email, is a 10,000 email a month, 2,500 contacts, and unlimited. I mean, imagine that you keep abusing this 2,500 contacts over and over and over and over. This is the wrong way to do. Like, so this is basically again once ties you to this shared IPs and stuff, and they are not truthful. I mean, they may be good company, they may be serving well, but according to what I see with my own eyes, and what we got going, so lots of this is all kind of really like hyped up fluff. And so you can check them out, and also you can check out smtp.com itself, and this are kind of huge company, as you know, Ziff Davis. And once more, you can go there and check them out, and 1 million emails, one that dedicated IP list they provide. But then again, once more, there is no email kind of hygiene system. That is basically lacking stuff that will jeopardize you if you kind of keep doing this over and over, the same guys or same list, without really having some sort of list cleansing going on, segmentation and things like that. But remember, these are not basically, they're not processing your emails, they just send it, selling you the SMTP to send emails. So you still need another CRM to do that, which is another cost, and that is kind of like hidden, as you can see in you. Like the cheapest one currently you can see a little bit cheaper than Amazon is this guys, and they are pretty good. Like, you know, I have tried them before, I have sent them before from the site myself. I did make account in here, I did make account also on Amazon, I did make account in Power MTA, well as I did make account in a couple of other places that literally they say you can send million, but really every one of them I had a problem uploading million leads. Every time you upload in more than X, really just kind of they don't allow you, and so on and so forth. All of those guys I'm showing you, I have experimented with them, and to be honest, service wise, Yes, they can deliver, and but becomes problematic when you come to scaling up, and that's what I found out, including Amazon. Yes, you can send 100 million emails, no problem, but really, a pain, a huge headache of a pain to upload a million leads in Amazon. Never mind just 100 million. So it's definitely you can go and try them out. It's nothing simple as looks when you in there. So when it comes to SMTP for us, comparison to this people, guys, SMTP in our network, we don't charge for SMTP like these people do. Our SMTP is free to our users, and we also really don't charge many things as our members can verify this. It's totally different. So when it comes to the email pricing and sending, we proven over and over, really you can send a million email every single day, pay probably 300 or 400 bucks, a lot less than 500 bucks. So you could actually have a totally unlimited and send million email every single day, which is mean 30 million emails a month, less than kind of this. So we already have the system, we test it, we kind of running it ourselves all the time, and that's the fact, and that's the big win when it comes to you can send 30 million emails a month. But not just that, really, you're not limited. Obviously, in our system, you could send million email every time you press send. You can send 2 million email every time you press send. So it's not about really the quality or like this number, is about quality of the delivery to us. So we try to make sure that the delivery is 100% accurate, the data is 100% cleaned up and verified, but we actually double and triple verify emails before the sending happens, and this is basically what they don't do. And when it comes to the basically the pricing wise, so to pricing wise, let me just kind of drag no limit email page, and then guys, this is what is difference. So one thing you can notice in here, um, every single system comes with kind of at least, well, every system that we have is automatically comes with two IPs. Even the first package we say is one IP, but we know we always have one extra IP for that to back it up, and also in case something happen that maybe you need kind of change IP, or you get blocked, or delivery didn't work very well, that we can change. And the IPs, they are not part of another pool, they are self-dedicated IPs, to reduce basically like harm done to other people. So let's say I was bad actor, but somebody else using the system, they should not get penalized because what I did bad. And that's what we really believe. So they all separate, they all their own kind of standing, and therefore there is no IP sharing. There is whatever happens to your IP is what you do, no one else. That's basically the difference in here, and the pricing as well. So like 1 million email a month, as we all know, our members can verify this, guys, less than 200 bucks. So and plus you get 3 dedicated IPs, you have email verifier and everything else comes with it, well as obviously we are live sports, and obviously we do live streams to share this information with you and just let you know what's the difference in you guys. Why is it we are cheaper than the others? Are we so crap? So the whole idea is basically to reverse it, guys, so really it doesn't cost that much to send in emails, and we've been trying to do that last 5 years, and slowly we are kind of getting there to literally reduce the email sending almost zero cost to us, if you have the systems that basically can reward you back. And that's what we got. So we have the system can reward you back, and as well as obviously as a business tool. And obviously whole idea is in here, you have the system, invite 2-3 more people in to share the fees, and as well as you generate monthly income, well as they can. And this kind of like basically what do you call it, Community wealth sharing type of system. As we all know, we kind of not greedy, and we share basically what we make, and with our families member. That's what family is supposed to be shared, right? So that's the big difference in here when it comes to SMTP, when it comes to pricing, when it comes to the people behind it. And I guarantee you, you can go to Amazon, you're not going to find a live person to talk to. You can go any of those companies, you're not going to find a person live to talk to. If you want to basically just have a chat and or get some help, just ask a question. I could not, guys. So that's why we're doing what we are doing, so to basically change things around for all of us. And so far, I think kind of our actions speaks louder by itself, and also our members' actions even speak louder than us. When we have members basically pressing a send button, say, okay, I'm sending a million emails. And I think that is absolutely huge, because I have not seen somebody coming from Amazon SES or any of this website told us that they send million emails, guys. They say they do, but we have not seen any evidence in the internet as a whole that actually somebody there done it or doing it and all that good stuff. I mean, I have not seen it, guys. If you see it, please let me know. I can also watch it, but generally I'm looking, I don't see it, and that's a big issue. So thank you, Doug. Thank you, Barbara. Hopefully everything is cool and everything is working. So why is this companies are so kind of really restricted? For example, the reason they're restricted, as you all know, now you have the information. They all have to queue up through the sports, guys. Like, they don't have any special VIP cards that they gotta jump up people and all that. So what I want you to have a kind of look is basically like 425, 465, 587, 225, and some others. But really, these are the general kind of like ports that every one of us, when we press send button, we have to go through one of this. But imagine this is what like busy nightclub, and the queue is other side of the block. So by the time you get accepted to one of the sports, some time passes, delays passes, and all that kind of stuff. In this world, in a game of the ports, literally there is no way that is any company can jump over the other company, because literally it's impossible. It's like literally tunnel that you lined up all the kind of train carriages. That is no way that the single line, the train carriage, can jump over the other train carriage type of thing. So everyone have to queue up and have to have a good handshake in order even to be able to say, okay, I'm going from A to B. So this is where as things get really, really expensive. This is why they're charging you so much. This is why kind of really restricted, because you have only so many places that you can go through. And not many people highlight this. Not many people even mention this part. But that's the truth about why SMTP is expensive, guys. I love to make SMTP as free as a text, but this is the reason cannot be free. Eventually, maybe we'll have many other different ports available to do this, but because SMTP is mail itself, is part of the post office protocol, that's what really it is, and we pay the post office in order to have the stamp, and this is what really is. So it's just digital stamping of your email from post office from A place to B place. And then only you have so many places that you can go through, but everyone you go, if it's a full, guess what? You have to wait. And you have to wait and wait and wait. And then if you do not have a really good handshake, that wait could be long. By the time you realized, you send an email today, email doesn't arrive till next day, so the days after, and it's kind of kills the offer. And that's where it gets so difficult. And I really want to emphasize and highlight this. And this is where everything kind of can become a problem and collapses on each other, and as well as other companies has the ability to send more, jam the line so you cannot get in. So that's another kind of problem. So we know this kind of stuff because we maintain some of the sports, guys, and it's just kind of get hectic. So I hope this specific stream explains a little bit what powers no limit email. Why is it like there is even some charges in? And as you noticed, the normal stream RMTP, guys, is not like SMTP. It's free, so we made the whole stream to be free because there's no charge to us. There's no queuing. There's no kind of really other 4 or 5 posts to kind of preventing you. And that's basically where it's at. So we love to have email to be just like that. I really do. It's not about us selling service to make money. It's about us going direction. Can we make it more scalable? Can we make it more cheaper? Can we make more resilient? Can we make more secure? Can we make really more faster? So this is the being challenge that we ourselves keep kind of tuning and solving. So far so good. We done pretty well. Comparison us to be totally new in this field. Nobody knows us, but we have capabilities. We can have a direct head-on competition with any of the guys that you just see in our stream. So let's go ahead also to show you the actual real side of it and what happens. So yesterday I was in the beach, guys. I don't know. I think I did post it an image on my LinkedIn, but I don't know if it came out well or not. But here it is, guys. So why is no limit email SMTP so different? Once we, like I mentioned, we are all separate. Every pool of the IPs belong to that specific setup. No one else has access. No one else uses them, but the site that is belonged to. Obviously, as a maintenance guy behind the scene myself, I see both sides of the fence, and this is why I thought be good to actually get this up and show you guys comparison this other things that we see. So let's go ahead. So number one, everything you see on my screen is all pre-set up. The power behind this Fire SMTP, and obviously the team behind it is No Limit Emails team, and the site that what you see is my own site, and I am just using the site like basically testing lab to push whatever I can through it, so I can have a good feedback to the team, and so we can improve things. Literally, what you see in my screen is my domain. I'm running it as a just cold email in and out every single day, and this is what we get. Comparison, anything else. When it comes to the setup, I didn't have to personally do any setup. The team does. All I have to done is add my domain to the Cloudflare, and teams build the backend up like this, and they send me login detail, and this is what I get. And this is everything in, as you can see, is active system, and it's been going on quite a while. First, let's have a look actual some numbers in here. So we were talking just about million, right? So on this specific domain, now I have a 6 million emails. Very, very close. As you can see, very, very close to 6 million. If I upload today and tomorrow, we'll get there. But you can see, so 6 million emails, they charging, those other guys charging anything between 500 to 600, $1,500. So that's 1 million. So this is about 3 times, 4 times, 5 times that, or ideally you could say 6 times. 6 times that, so I would pay that 6 times price, guys. In here, we don't have to. So we already reduced basically 6x or 10x of the price, what we already seen, witnessed. And this is what is possible, right? So next thing that we got to look is really the numbers and the sending and all that kind of stuff. So when we look the actual channel of sending, I can show you actual my emails. So first you can see I have sent quite a few emails, and when you send in millions, guys, this is what happened, and normally you're gonna come and get stuck. So this afternoon I was on the beach, I sent this email out. Yesterday I did send this email out, but I still have a segment that I have not uploaded and so we can have a look at this. So have to have a really good SMTP in order for you to be able to kind of really use the data and use it like as if that really it's a place that stack things up. So you don't have to worry about running out of credit, or you did X, you're gonna pay extra X, all that kind of stuff. We got rid of all that stuff. So let's get some details in here, and we will send another email. As you all know, I can send literally email to every single contact that I have in this system at one go. And that's mean like sending 6 million emails at one go. And if I was doing this in any other system, believe me, they either will block you, or you gotta pay so much money you cannot really do this, because they don't want anybody to have a power to reach out to 10 million people in the world, to reach out to 100 million people in the world. There is no system out there want you to do that or allow you. And this is why we are so different, because we empower ourselves to reach out the rest of the world without really getting bankrupt. And that's the huge difference here when it comes to the systems in SMTP comparison the other guys that what we just witnessed. So you can see, guys, that is literally non-stop I'm uploading, as today's 14th of October, and this was yesterday email that I sent. But if you just look on my screen last few days, for example, there's 100 few hundred thousand emails sent just few days, and obviously they keep kind of piling up. Can I actually send all million emails one go? Absolutely you can, and absolutely you can over and over and over and over, guys. This is, we proven it's done, and we done it many times over, and anyone with a really decent system setup can do, especially within our systems. When it says unlimited, it's truly unlimited. That's mean you can send email every 10 minutes, or email every 10 hours, or email every 10 days. Is up to you. Literally, there's no limit what you can do. So as I did send an email earlier, and this is my email that I kind of new email I wrote. Let's have a look at it. Obviously I have a little bit delay, guys, in here, and hopefully system doesn't crash on me. But as you know, we are live, and I'm live on 2 places, and this is what I really wanted to show you, the examples of the real world, the real prices, the real functions, and the real way of kind of be able to go in and get scale this up. So let me just actually log out to the system, guys. I have so many things open. I will bring it back. Let me just close some of this, guys. As you already seen it, they just taking my bandwidth. I hope you like that sheet as well, and help yourself on that. I think that's in the description. If it's not, I will add it for sure, and I also will share it with you guys in the room. So let's log back in. And sometimes does happen, guys, when I'm streaming and so many tabs open, like Google freezes on me. It's not really system freeze, but Google does, as they don't like us to reach out to millions of people. So let's open this email here. And I did send this afternoon. First, I just want to show you the content, and we will add some more lists and send this out again. So this is the email I basically wrote while I was on a beach with an AI, of course, and you guys can see that, and that's the email we were sending. So the SMTP, without it really I cannot do this, guys, and this is what we're going to test about. And of course I will have some clicks already from this email. As you can see, we have some unique clicks coming through, and not bad, guys, slowly but surely. So let's hit the edit. So in this, I'm going to show you basically power of what you can do when you have a good SMTP setup, when you have everything else. So let's get few segments here. And I want to go way back to some of the segments, so they've been a while since I have emailed these people, guys. As you can see, I normally try to not to email people uh, over and over. Let's just get rid of that one. Let's say email day 10. I don't know if this is the smaller or larger segment, but you get an idea, guys. So a couple of days ago, I did send an email to quite a few 100,000 people. And let's actually, day one maybe just is one email, but day 108. So, just few. Let's resave this. So this is the power of a good SMTP, really, to do this. And without really good SMTP, you cannot really do this. Let's hit the send. And 240,000. Alright, I'm not happy with that. Let's just add a few more. Let's just kind of increase a little bit. And this will take me quite a while, guys. When I'm sending 300,000, is normally going to occupy my laptop for a bit. So what I will do, I will show you what's possible now. And let's just so one thing I want to really highlight in you guys, I really like you guys to take a note of that. This system that I'm running right now is only costing me as a user 97 bucks. And it allows me to do this. But obviously if you get in a system that is bigger, you should be good to go. You should be golden. So let's save this, see what the numbers are, guys. So every time I will go and add more lists, and this numbers will grow. But you can see. So if I have ability to do this, guys, I also have ability to add more and send actually million emails in here on this email. You know, you can. So you can see in here now we have huge amount of people. Let's see. What's the numbers? So we have about 500,000 people, right? So let's make an 500,000. So if we can do 500,000, we can also do million, right? So let's do that. And why is it like this is possible for me and not many of you out there? Of course, it's possible for all our members. Obviously, if you're missing, guys, you're missing. If you're missing, you're missing. That's all I can say. You need to go back, spend some money on with the other guys. So let's try, see if we actually reached our 500k. Obviously, there's quite a lot of data going in. But do not worry, guys. System is not crashed on us. It's just picking up data. So now we're over 500k. Let's hit send. And let's hit send. So this will take in my system quite a while. Like half 500k. I'm expecting this be done about 3 hours. 3 to 4 hours. If you have a good system, million should take about 8 hours. And there is no other SMTP will tell you the time and how long take to process this data. We are all open. Every of our member can test this, time this, and find that out for themselves. And what I'm saying in here is kind of true and is also is testament that we have a system that we can send million in 8 hours. If you find a system that can do that, please let us know, because we will test them and we will join you. And that being said, I hope this delayed stream was beneficial, entertaining, well as some kind of hard truths in them, and as well as demonstration that can open some new ways for you. If you are standing outside, come in. We have a warm room with fire SMTP on, guys. You're all welcome. And once more, thanks for Doug, thanks Barbara, and we will be jumping back into the live room straight after this. If you want to be a guest over there, come and join us. Better than late than not at all. Absolutely, yeah, definitely, Doug. I do apologize once more, guys. It's not in my end. I was here ready to do this, but unfortunately, technical stuff, power, and all that didn't allow me happen. But as you know, I will do them long as is available. There, so far we're sending 500k. Come and watch it in the other room, as his stream is already streaming into the other room, and join us. This is once more Evan, behalf of No Limit Emails team. I thank you for watching, and please, if you do like what you see, share it with somebody you love. Don't share it with everybody. And that's been said, happy sending, guys, and I will speak to you all same time, same place tomorrow. And take care. Happy Monday. Happy sending.